it's lovely. This is it. Anyway, I've got the flue valve flue valve 307 set up, and it's full of water and it's ready to go. And I'm just going to start by decorating it, putting all the sand in and everything else, and setting it up, and I'm going to bring you along for the setup. So this is the fish tank itself. I've also got some backing to go on it and everything, but like I say, I want to bring you along and show you. And I've also got some polycarbonate to make a top to go on the top, which I will do tomorrow, but for now I'm just going to bring you along for the setup. So here we go. Now, because I'd already set up a tank the other day, I'd already and filled it up, I used play sand, which I actually bought from the builder's merchant as a cheaper option for the bottom of the tank, and it's mixed with a Tetra aquascaping media, which is an active compound which helps promote root growth and things like that. So that's in there, but it's mixed in with the sand, and I'm putting that in the bottom of the fish tank. I've got these like a scraper, plastic scraper thing, so I'm using them to level out the sand in the bottom and substrate in the bottom of the tank. So I've levelled it out, and it runs from front to back on a slight slope upwards. At the back, on either side, on the right and the left hand side, it's actually thicker than it is on the front or further down. So I've made thick bits on it as well. Now I've got some bogwood that I've had for a long time. It was in my main tank years ago, and it was one piece, but it was so big and overpowering that I got a chainsaw and cut it in half, or cut it into 3 bits. Part of it's actually in my crab paludarium, and then 2 parts of it are here, so I'm going to put those in next. So here we go. So this bit, it's got loads of holes in. It's quite a nice piece of wood, you can see there. I think you've done. And yeah, it's a nice piece of wood. It's very large, but it's still very nice anyway. So that's going to go in. I'm not too sure whether I'm putting it, sorry if I'm standing in the way, whether I'm putting it in the middle or at the ends, but I'm going to try, and I'll put it in and we'll see, and if I don't like it I'll take it out and do it again. So here we go. Now where I've put the sand in nice and thick, I'm actually just squishing it into the substrate at the bottom so that it stands up. Now this is the other piece, and again another nice piece of wood, got holes in and things like that, very flat on one side, so I could put it up against the back, or I could bring it out into the middle a bit more. So let's put it in and we'll see what it looks like. Get rid of that bit of hair or whatever is on there. Let's have a look. Again, I've squished it into the substrate just so that it will stand nice and flat and even. The fish tank is completely level. It comes with a mat which you have to put underneath to stop if there's any grit or stones or anything like that, to stop it from cracking the glass underneath. I had it delivered today. It's like 112 litres, as I say. And it was delivered today by a really nice gentleman called Paul, who brought it down from Hemel Hempstead to deliver it, and he actually carried the fish tank all the way up my stairs into my flat for me. Fantastic bloke. Thank you very much, Paul. Cheers very much. It took a little while to get going for the actual pressure to go through the actual tube and everything, and the actual diffuser to start working. And these are the micro bubbles that you can see coming out that are diffusing the CO2 from the CO2 kit into the actual fish tank, and it's working and it's leveled off, which is nice to see. I was concerned that I was going to blow the whole place up, but it seems to have leveled off at 380 psi, something like that. Tank's really cold. The fish tank is doing well. The CO2 kit is fitted in and it's pumping out CO2. So hopefully these plants that I've planted in the tank that I've set up will do well. You can see some of them are pearling already, which means that they're photosynthesizing. That one at the back's got the glare bubbles on. But I want to see all of them doing that, and I shall bring you along for the rest of the setup soon. CO2 kit, new CO2 kit set up. Okay, so there's one planted up, scaped fish tank. Lots of different plants. A whole load on the right hand side, and there's woodwork and or a big piece of bogwood, and a couple of large pebbles on the left. Nice shell type things on the right. A lot of crypts, an awful lot of crypts. There's a load of Java fern. There's a load of pearlweed. It's a Monte Carlo on the actual bogwood itself. It's held in place with a rock which is wedged in the actual bogwood. I think it looks really nice, I really do. Let's see if we can zoom you in a minute. Oh, that's a bit too close, isn't it? Oh, there we go, hang on a minute. So this is the actual tank, all finished, all scaped, and I think it looks really nice, really pleased with it. CO2 kit's working well, pumps on, that's working well. The substrate's made out of active substrate, 4 plants. It's this, I'll show you. Tetra active substrate, not sponsored by it at all, by them, but just thought I'd show you. That'll help the plants to grow, and it's mixed with sand, and like I say, I think it looks fabulous. I have got some fish all ready to go into it. I've got one new one, which I'm a bit disappointed that I've only got one left. This is what happens sometimes when you buy things online. I have also got some fish in my main tank which I'm going to be putting in, and those will be my keyhole cichlids. I've changed my mind about the actual setup. I do breed and keep an awful lot of longfin rosy barbs and Odessa barbs. I'm actually going to put them back into the main tank, I've decided. So I'm going to put keyhole cichlids in, along with a peacock spiny eel, because it's disrupting the breeding cycle of my ancestors which are in the main tank. So they're all going to go in here. Perhaps some Corydorus from in the main tank, along with my rams. So that I've got a pair of golden rams and a pair of blue rams, electric blue rams, and I think I'm going to put them in, and then possibly a couple of Octocinclis as well. I have got a bit of moss there that's floating about on the top of it's like on a little grid thing, and I might attach that to the log as well, I'm not too sure yet. Anyway, I'll bring you along to put the fish in when I have the fish ready to go in. So this is my new tank. It's a 112 litre tank. I bought it online and it's fabulous. I'm very pleased with it. Nice gentleman Paul delivered it to me, and he carried it all up the stairs for me, and yeah, fabulous. CO2 kit's on, really good, really pleased. Lovely new tank, looks fantastic. I think it does. I mean, comments down below whether you think it's a nice tank, whether I've set it up well or not, and I'll bring you along to show you when I put the fish in. Hope everyone's well. Cheers. Got some clear kind of perspex stuff which I've made a new top for the fish tank. cut out the holes so that the plants grow through and the pipes go in really well, and it's all set up like that. It looks really good. I'm very pleased. Right, so this is my new tank that I've set up. It's got some rainbow fish, 4 rainbow fish, my big long peacock eel, spiny peacock eel, and there's a black coolie loach. Now I thought that the eel would have eaten the coolie loach, but they're actually friends and they hang out together. Isn't that nice? I think it is. Brown coolie loach is actually over on the left hand side. Just there somewhere. There. Just see it sticking out its head out, and then the eel swimming around on the bottom here. There's also 2 black Venezuelan black Corridorus. For now that's all there is, but I'm going to put some more fish in. I've got one special one that I'm going to put in tomorrow, and it's got loads of plants. It's got a CO2 kit on it, little one in the corner here. That's a litre CO2 kit, and I am very pleased with my new tank. I think it looks fabulous. So, new tank with a peacock eel, coolie loach, and a few fish for now, but there will be more to come. Cheers.